All right, CNN and Fox News experience. Dear Billy Balloon Breast, I was listening to your bit on the podcast for the 19th time about CNN and Fox and wanted to share my personal experience as just how messed up the situation is. Oh, I love hearing from people that used to work for these fucking companies. In 2016, I was 17 years old. Oh, this is just going to be, okay. And was watching TV with my mom, stepdad, and sister after dinner. We were watching their favorite shit show news channel of choice, CNN. Side note, I had just enlisted into the Army and was set to leave for basic training that summer. Anyways, I can't recall exactly what the segment was covering, but it had something to do with fear-mongering about the conflict in the Middle East. Because my stepdad knows that I don't feed mindlessly off the bullshit that CNN and Fox News. I am, of course, on the outside of the clique, so he likes to use things like that to start up a fight. He questioned me about the topic, but to him the only correct answer is whatever bullshit the almighty CNN spews into their followers. One thing led to another, and before the night was over, he told me in front of my mother and sister that I would inevitably die in the Middle East because I don't believe in what CNN spews. Jesus Christ. Talk about trying to win the argument at all costs. After he realized that I wasn't going to engage in his stupid, pointless argument, he threw a punch, and I had no choice but to fight back. Anyway, what started as a stupid argument about our desired news sources turned into me getting kicked out of my house at 17 years old. I just wanted to give my story about how these news sources went from being important sources of information to a sort of team or country of their own, where if you're not 100% with them, you are against them and deemed an enemy of the group of followers they have. The modern era of news is toxic and needs drastic change. Yeah, not to say that back in the day, you know, they were always spinning it, but it wasn't to the level that you knew who the broadcaster voted for, which is fucking insane. I mean, back in the day, you thought wrestling was real and you didn't know who the fucking broadcaster voted for. That was it. Anyway, sorry to ramble, but anyway, I love the podcast and your stand-up and hope to see you at one of your upcoming dates. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. Yeah, you know, it's the pendulum swings back and forth. You know, I remember back in the day when we were starting all this going to war stuff, you couldn't sit there and question, like, are we really going over there for these people's freedom? You know, am I really supposed to believe that the way you've treated, the government has treated fucking veterans of all wars, the way that they've treated poor people, people who aren't white, and all of this shit in this country, the way they've treated their own citizens? I'm supposed to believe that you care about these people on the other side of the planet who are sitting on all of this oil, and the oil is not a factor. And I remember back then, if you fucking suggested that, that meant that you didn't support the troops, which is so insane. Why wouldn't you support your own fucking home team? And that, you know, the whole thing is so fucking, the same fucking people that if you said, hey man, I think we're going over there for oil, they're like, America, love it or leave it, you know? And now the vaccine comes out. Now they're like, I don't trust the government. And now why can't I be, hey, America, love it or leave it? They're saying get the vaccine. You're not getting the vaccine, you don't support the troops, right? So it's just, what it really comes down to is most people, they're just fucking selfish cunts. That's all it is. You know, and I'm not saying I'm not one. Well, you know, we got a lot of work to do, everybody. We got a lot of work to do. And I think the internet was a bad idea overall. It was a bad idea. We're probably too dumb to be talking to one another. And you know what? I don't have any fucking, I have no solutions. Just like CNN and Fox, where they just scare the shit out of you with absolutely no solutions. So I do have a solution. What I try to be is I try to fucking walk out into the world, hopefully be in a good mood, and don't drag anybody down with my own fucking bullshit. It's the best that I can do. And then I try to help out younger people. You know? I think that that's what older people should be doing, rather than telling them that their music is no good. Fuck, I did that at the beginning of my podcast. All right, I'm a work in progress. Okay, this is the podcast, everybody. And you know what I've really learned? I've really learned in life is that fucking, since becoming a dad, like how my level of happiness has shifted, like what makes me happy now. Like it used to be like, you know, I'm a fucking, you know, I'm gonna fucking sell this amount of tickets and I'm gonna have this fucking kind of car and this bigger house and this fucking and all this shit. I have now that I have kids, you know what fucking makes me happy and excited is if I have a full box of Bisquick and enough syrup in the cupboard. I know that can get me to 12 noon. And I can get to the first fucking nap and everybody's going to be happy. All right? Not saying I make fucking pancakes and waffles every day. But if the kids come downstairs and they're in a bad mood and I need to switch the culture in the locker room, dude, you fucking turn on the waffle griddle. They fucking light up. They light up. You make them the waffles. You get them going. You have a couple of waffles. Everybody's full of syrup. A little sugar rush. Yeah, baby, right? Then around 10, everybody needs to take a nap. You know, everybody fucking chills out. I'm telling you. It's a good fucking thing. And if you can take that little waffle philosophy out into your life today, then I feel like this podcast was worth it. Sorry. All right, that's the podcast, everybody. I hope my fucking thing didn't die again. Okay, good, it didn't. That's it. Stop watching these fucking news channels. Stop, you know, I'm not saying everything that they say is, you know what I actually do now is I bring my thermos with water from home out to my shows. So I've used one water bottle in the last like 3 months. All right? That's my little fucking nipping at the heels of global warming. And guess what? It rained out here in LA last night, which is fucking great. It's fantastic. All right, I got to go make some waffles. I'll see you guys later. Go fuck yourselves. Have a great couple of days, and I'll check in on you on Thursday.